blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where you're tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show. And today, on this episode of the B1 Sports Network, filling in from my main man, Bills owner Terry Pegula made racist comment. Lawsuit alleges. Always got to get that allegedly in there because, boy, they are presumed innocent. If you're black, it happened. You're going to start dealing with the consequences immediately. And if it wasn't you, that's fine. We may or may not retract what we said. And if we don't, you just have to deal with it, darky. But white supremacy? Oh, no, no, no. It's simply allegations. We would ask that the public reserve judgment. This is America. You have to let the justice system do what it does, and we're sure that the right thing will prevail in the end, with my client being found innocent of these charges, these despicable allegations and charges. Everybody knows it's the plantation. That's why y'all don't let no black owner on the ownership, because it's the plantation. Now, I see you guys want to run around and tout and spout that Gillette Magic Coonberry Johnson get a little piece, a little taste. He's in the minority group. He a owner, but he a small owner, but he's still an owner of the Washington Commanders. So every chance you get, he an owner now. He's an owner. It's very, very small though, but he's still an owner though. Buffalo Bills owner Terry Pegula allegedly made a racist comment about black players in the NFL, according to a racial discrimination lawsuit against the league filed Tuesday by longtime reporter Jim Trotter, who is black. Trotter alleges in the lawsuit that in 2020, a fellow NFL media reporter recalled a conversation he had with Pegula, who was speaking to the reporter about the NFL's social justice initiatives and Black Lives Matter. The reporter, who was not identified in the lawsuit, told Trotter and approximately 40 other NFL media co-workers during a Zoom call that Pegula said if the black players don't like it here, they should go back to Africa and see how bad it is. Now, when somebody says go back to China to someone Asian, you guys like charge them with a crime. There's a crime. You're like at lawsuit allegations. No, when let anybody say that, especially someone black, go back to China, you're going to get charged with a hate crime. A hate crime. You will be arrested. You will need to post bail. This is sure. He said it's just a little lawsuit. We just gonna give him a lawsuit. You say go back to Africa. What is that? No big deal. Go back to China. Oh, stop the prayer. He said go back to China. Go back to Africa. Well, you should think about it. Africa, the weather's great, nigga. They got diamonds over there and a lot of natural resources. What's so wrong with saying go back to Africa? That is where you came from, ain't it? Nah, fool, we American, cuz. We been here. We been here, fool. Now, them Asian folks, they ain't been here, cuz. And they came over here, leaving and abandoning their families. right? What happened to their resilience? What happened to them fighting for their right? They was just giving. It just fell in their lap. You go back to China. You go back to China. That's a hate crime. But you say go back to Africa. What's so wrong with that? You don't want to go back to Africa? Yeah, it continues. The lawsuit states that Trotter, who is black, pressed executives at NFL media to investigate Pegula's comments, which were highly offensive and racist. They're against the law, but that he was repeatedly brushed off and told that the league office is investigating it. Pegula has denied making the comment. He said he ain't even say it, P. That's why you gotta be recording these folks, P. Even if it's off the record, you gotta be able to record them, fam. They'll do it to you. The statement attributed to me in Mr. Trotter's complaint is absolutely false, Pegula said Tuesday in a statement. I am horrified that anyone would connect me to an allegation of this kind. Racism has no place in our society, and I am personally disgusted that my name is associated with this complaint. The lawsuit also mentions Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Yep, come on. It's the plantation. I already said it. Who allegedly told Trotter in 2020 that if blacks feel some kind of way, they should buy their own team and hire who they want to hire. Y'all don't let nobody buy a team. Even if they have the money, you don't let them buy the team. Don't act like anybody who had the money, come on and get you a team. It's not true. Don't even try it. Jones' comments allegedly was made during a conversation with Cowboys executive Will McClay, who is black, and Trotter about why teams have so few black decision makers, according to the lawsuit. Trotter, who described the exchange as rather contentious, said that Jones ultimately suggested that he and Trotter should agree to disagree about the NFL's issues with race. Right. The plantation. Jones said in a statement that the lawsuit's representation of its exchange with Trotter is simply not accurate. You gotta be recording these fools, man. Diversity and inclusion are extremely important to me personally and to the NFL. Lies. The representation made by Jim Trotter of a conversation that occurred over 3 years ago with myself and our VP of player personnel, Will McClay, is simply not accurate. What if McClay says it is? You gonna say he a liar? Huh? Cuz putting his job on the line, or did he already get kicked off the plantation and that's why he's screaming? Trotter employment at league-owned NFL Media, which oversees the NFL Network, ended earlier this year. The lawsuit uh, filed in the United States District Court for the South District of New York names the NFL and NFL Network as defendants and alleges that Trotter was terminated because he challenged Commissioner Roger Goodell and others regarding the NFL's record of race discrimination and lack of diversity. See, when you say that lack of diversity, you miss me with that, P. See, you don't say nothing black. There's nothing black. Because they wouldn't even be hearing your lawsuit if you mentioned black. The NFL issued a statement disputing Trotter's allegations, of course. We share Jim Trotter's passion for quality journalism created in and supported by a diverse and inclusive environment that means LGBTQ and everybody else but black. The league said we take his concerns seriously but strongly dispute his specific allegations, particularly that those made against his dedicated colleagues at NFL media. Stop, P. We've already proven the whole league is a plantation and racist. Even how you did, old boy. You know Kaepernick. I ain't no Kaepernick fan. I'm simply saying it's obvious. But there's no black owners. It's obvious. And if you still supporting the NFL, you're the problem, obviously. It goes on to say, the NFL said Trotter's contract was not renewed as a result of a business decision made to address a challenging economy and a changing media environment. We tired of hearing anything about that blackity black stuff, boy. Trotter is seeking unspecified damages and called for a full-scale investigation into the discriminatory and/or retaliatory animus of all persons in position of power within the NFL, including the NFL team owners. The NFL and team owners have reportedly shown they are unable to monitor and police themselves. White supremacy is unable to do that, making these equitable measures a necessary component of any awarded relief, the lawsuit says. So you talking about some symbolism, basically, because we know that's not going to happen. Trotter is being represented by the same law firm as former Miami Dolphins coach Brian Flores, who sued the NFL and 3 teams last year, accusing the league and its teams of discriminatory hiring process and coaching searches. See, they got that Rooney rule, but it's really the Cooney rule. We trying to find who's going to Kuna Matata the most, and that's who we'll give a shot. Trotter previously covered the NFL for ESPN and currently works for the athlete. He said in a statement posted to social media that he filed the lawsuit because he can't complain about things that are wrong if I'm unwilling to fight for what's right. Still won't say black. And that he hopes the lawsuit leads to real change across the league and in the newsroom. What did we learn today here, boys and girls? The plantation. The NFL is the plantation. If you didn't know, now you know. It's the plantation. Now, until we're going to be willing to put the money aside, I know it's feeding some of you Hakuna Matatas out there, and you just can't fathom not having the bread, selling your soul. I get it. I get it. All you got to do is sell your little teeny weeny old black soul. That's it. And you'll have riches beyond your dreams. You think we couldn't have sold out this program? You think we couldn't have been picked up by now? You think we ain't had no offers? Huh? Huh, Vince? Think we ain't had no offers, Vince? Huh? But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words that we always do around this time. Subscribe for the vibe, like for the spike, comment your vomit, and share if you care, if you dare. And where? Over there on all the various platforms that you see on your screen. Love, peace. Sometimes you need the clap, clap, pow, pow piece to get the hey, peace, dude. Blessings, be a blessing, give a blessing. Don't be afraid to receive a blessing. And Maloha. Gotta go high for show high. You already know how. Big Brother Light Bright Supreme Almighty signing off.
Music.
Oh, he got his own
Years
now,
of
huh?
teasing people